हेलो 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 माय डियर फ्रेंड्स, वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम। भाई कैसे हैं आप लोग? तो भाई आज अपन पजल से शुरू करते हैं, ठीक है? सो लेट्स स्टार्ट द फर्स्ट पजल ऑफ द डे। ओके, इट्स सिंपल एंड क्लियर, राइट? आई कैन जस्ट टेक हिज बिशप, rook takes and rook takes. Okay, so rook takes rook or queen takes rook. I think rook takes rook, and maybe after this I just need to take this pawn. Yes, that was the correct pattern for the puzzle. So move on to next puzzle. So it's black to move and we have to checkmate him. If I just take this pawn, it's a check to him. King goes here, giving him check again. Sacrifice my uh, rook, check, and check again. And that's a mate. So that was a good pattern. Let's move on to next puzzle. So it's white to move and imagine a few different plan which one is actually solves the problem. His knight is attacking my bishop. Maybe I can just attack his knight, bring my rook here. Yes, attack his knight. No. Why he didn't took knight with bishop? Because that was a check and mate. Hello, hello, Peter. Welcome to the stream. Okay, so in this move, do you see a win way to win material? We have to win material. I think king attacks knight, but knight has way back, and I can just take his knight. I can place my rook here. No, yeah, I can do that. And if he goes back, I'll first attack his queen and then take that knight. Yeah, that's the correct way. Okay, so we can win his knight. Maybe just take it. Knight takes, check, bishop takes, and check. Or maybe I can just place my knight back. Okay, that's wrong because he's going for my rook right now. First, I need to attack his rook, then place knight there. Okay, check, check. I thought the right move, but I didn't saw that my rook was under attack. Okay, so it's white to move. What I can see here is bishop check, and the only option left with him is rook here, and another check from here. If I just take his Rook. That's wrong. I think I should just give him check. King goes back here. I can take this. Okay, this check was wrong. Take is right because that's a mate. That's going to be mate. So queen takes rook is forced. Otherwise, that's a mate in one. Okay, that was the correct move. Pawn push, no. Okay, pawn push, bishop can go for check. I think this pawn push and then this pawn push. Rook takes it back, queen takes. Rook take is right. What I am doing, rook was also guarding that. Okay, so it's black to move. I think I can just take this pawn, or maybe I should first take his rook and then that pawn. That was the correct pattern. It's black to move. His king is so open that I can just give him check from here or bishop check. Only option with him is this and knight check. And this knight check is not a mate, but he have to take with queen because his king does not have any escape square. Okay, that's a check and mate. Push was right. I'm just getting a piece. What's your FIDE rating? Do you play over the board tournament? Yes, I recently started and it's 1635. You can check with the night bot also. Okay, what I can see is this is a check, king goes back. If I play this pawn first, and that's a mate. Okay, that was the correct move. It's white to move. I'm planning to start streaming to have OTV 1920 classical. How much time does it usually take to get, let's say, 500 subscriber, or let's say how many streams? So basically, you need to do streaming multiple times a day if you want to quickly acquire a good subscriber base. Okay, if I just do a pawn push, he can place his queen here. So I think knight here first, and then I can just give him this check. No, okay, check from here, and queen take was forced. Shit. Yeah, that was the correct. Way. And if your game is good, obviously people will like to see you. And if your game is not good, you must do something entertaining to keep your subscribers busy, and they can you will have multiple subscribers then. Was the correct move? Just attack his bishop and go for that pawn. I have queen. Why I was scared? Okay, so queen here attacking rook. I'm not able to find out a way. Okay, bishop here threat for mate. That's how I get a queen. So let's start with the rapid. Or should I complete streak of 5? Then only I'll start rapid. Uh, bishop check, pawn push. Or maybe bishop here and threat is mate. Whoa, that was a brilliant move. I'm from India, Madhya Pradesh state. So let's play some games now. We'll play rapid start game. We have crossed 2200. Now targeting for 2300. I just need to calculate properly. Then only I'm going to win games, because this is the lobby of 22s. which is little difficult. By the way, where are you from, the mythical warrior? Now I can just go for long castle. I don't want to give up my knight. That's a pawn push, so bishop cannot take that pawn. And now I'll go for long castle. If knight here, okay. So I think I should go for this pawn. If you push this pawn, then I'll place it back. Reason behind it, to uh, just like to make a structure damage. That was the reason. Now bishop here, rook here. Knight goes forward to attack bishop. Although this knight does not have any place to go, I can attack with bishop, and he needs to push this pawn. I can take it with bishop. Yes, that's the correct move. Now knight attacking bishop. If bishop takes, attacking rook, and I'll go for castle. I don't want to give up my bishop also. Still, knight does not have any place to go. Let's go for exchange. Rook takes, rook takes. My rook can sit on second rank. And rook take is force. If we try to place his rook here, okay, rook goes here, bishop here. I need to place my rook here, and king here, bishop can defend it. Bishop can defend it, and bishop can sit back. And that's a discover threat also. And his knight is also free now, which I can take it. Now also knight does not have any place to go. Okay, that's a discover check. Discover check. Not right now. That's the powerful move. Let's wait for it. Placing my bishop back. Now he needs to move his king, and I can take his knight. And if he does not, then I can just take this, give him check, and take his bishop. Give him check, discover check, and take his bishop. Let's go. We are peace up now. Time for him to resign. No? Okay. Don't resign. Now bishop goes here and bishop sits here. He's bringing his rook here. Now if bishop goes here, I can place it. If pawn push, I can attack his rook. King attacks his rook, and rook does not have any place to go. He has to take bishop, and pawn takes it. Okay, that was the move. Pawn push. If he takes this, I can take his rook. If he push this pawn, rook takes that pawn. I can take this. Let him push this. I can go for another pawn with rook, and he cannot do anything. I can take this pawn also, take this pawn also, take everything. Thanks for subscribing. Welcome to the stream. Chalo, let's move on to another game. Double 2 1 knight. Got plus 8 point. Just the thing is, we need to make sure that we should not lose. We should get a draw. That's fine, but don't lose any game. Knight goes back because his plan is to push this pawn and this pawn push. So pawn takes, pawn takes. Knight going here for that pawn. If knight takes, pawn takes. Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. Where are you from? I'm from Burhanpur, Madhya Pradesh. Where are you from? If he tries to push this pawn, I can just give him check and then check. Okay, I can just take this pawn. Or just take his knight first and then take this pawn. Take this pawn. If bishop takes, I can take it back, then knight takes it. Then I need to place my queen here. He's getting a pawn. Guna MP. Hello, hello, Poker Pawn Live. Welcome to the stream. Knight goes back. If he takes his pawn, I can take his knight. Why so serious? Okay, so bishop goes back and knight takes bishop, rook takes it, defending this pawn. And I need to open up back rank also. Let's see. Bishop to g5, provoking weakness. For now, I will only attack his knight and open up the back rank also. I will take it. Bishop here. I think knight here to defend this pawn. If queen takes, I can take it back and I will have rook. Although rook here was also the option, but this looks much better. Maybe rook here now. Rook here or rook here? Rook here. Rook here. I can take his bishop. Queen cannot take it. Yep, rook here looks good. Another rook activates. Knight takes bishop. And let him. No, cannot let him to take this pawn. But I cannot protect that pawn also, no? So I think I have to give up that pawn and go for this pawn. Cannot take this because there is queen check. First, I need to move my king, then I can go for this pawn. I am pawn down. He can defend it by placing rook here. Okay, he gave up that pawn. Okay, I can take it. Queen takes. What's his plan? Okay, he can take another pawn. Check. Rook takes. Check. Can I not just attack his queen and take that pawn? Attack his queen, give him check, check, and then take that pawn. Yep, attack his queen. If queen takes that pawn, I can give him check and take that pawn. He wants to play. I need to give him check. That's a force. Okay, I'll be back in a minute. Just give me 1 minute, guys. What he played is I think I need to take his rook or just move my rook here. I think let's place rook here. They will not exchange. Let's think of something better. If he plays rook here, I can take his queen. So now that is not possible. Now I just need to move my queen. And he's going for this check, takes. And it's a rook and queen endgame. Tiger's queen. If he gives this check, I'll place my king back. Rook here. I can go for this check, take his rook. So rook here is not possible. Rook goes back, so he cannot checkmate me. This is a draw. Why not RG3 after QD6? RG3 after QD6. हेलो हेलो मिस्टर यश, वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम। मीट है ब्रो। किसका मीट, मेरा मीट या उसका मीट? मुझे तो ड्रॉ लग रहा है। टेक his queen, pawn takes rook here, and king goes to stop that pawn. If rook here, this pawn push, and king continues to walk. If rook here, I'll first stop. I think I should start king walk instead of going there. And rook here, so his king cannot come in. And if we do a pawn push, again I need to place, because rook here is check and he can just take that pawn. So I think rook here first. If his king moves, that's a check. And king goes back to stop that pawn. It's a draw. I can continue with the checks, multiple checks. So rook here, and rook here, check. Check, king needs to move away. I think rook here, going for that pawn. And if rook moves, I can simply take it. Single push takes, rook takes, going for that pawn. Let's go. We are winning on time. 0. Flag is the way. Flag कर दो भाई. Thanks. Yeah, sure, Ravi bhai, Ravi bhai. Go for win, go for win. I thought it's a draw, but he just lost on time. Chalo. We would like to thank him, but we should play better now. Attacking his knight, pawn takes. Okay, so if I just push this pawn or place my knight here, let's continue with the attacks. If you push this pawn, his queen will get trapped. If he takes knight, I can take it back, place my queen here. If he push this pawn, I can place my queen here. Take his knight first. And this pawn push. Okay, threat for mate. Pawn push. He takes my bishop. I can give him mate. And if pawn takes, knight takes, attack on queen. If he takes my bishop, that's a mate in one. Let me try to stream snipe you. I can still take that and take this. Give him check, maybe. What if queen sits here? Pawn push. If I place my knight here, he'll bring his queen here. If I bring my bishop back, he'll push pawn. Just take his knight or just bring my bishop back. I think, yeah, just bring my bishop back. Knight takes, bishop takes. And I do have this check if pawn push, bishop takes. Now let's just castle and bring rook to attack that pawn. Pawn double push, pawn takes, pawn takes. I don't want to exchange bishop. Queen goes here, going for that pawn. Rook here. I can place my bishop back first and then push this pawn. Another rook here. This pawn push. Break king safety. Trying that only. this pawn push. Okay, if I just take that free pawn, queen takes it, rook here, and another rook joins. No, let's just do this pawn push. So this pawn takes, this pawn takes, this pawn can't be taken, and bishop here, offering him bishop exchange, so queen can sit there. And now I can go for this pawn also. Takes that pawn. Bishop exchange offer. Yeah, I need to offer him bishop exchange after this. Bishop exchange. Bishop takes, queen takes. Or if he does not take, I'll take his bishop, rook check, queen can sit. Uh, yeah, what? If bishop takes, rook can sit on b2. Then queen can sit on a6. I can double up my rooks now. Rook, rook here and rook here. If queen tries to offer exchange, okay, I cannot exchange. Queen goes back, attacking that pawn. Queen sits here. And here I can take that pawn. Or if queen here, yeah, I can still take that pawn. Let's open up back rank. Hello, hello, Sunshine bro. Welcome to the stream. मैं बढ़िया भाई. Pawn push. Queen needs to move, so I can bring my rook here. Rook here. He can just give check. What about bishop goes back? Bishop goes back is mate in one, right? Bishop goes back, he can push pawn, and bishop takes pawn. No, first I think rook here. Now he will push pawn, and now I can place my bishop here. जीत रहे हो भाई. Just need to think the correct moves to win this. So he gave me this check, ठीक है? So अब ये check और अब queen देना पड़ेगा उसको. Let's go. That was the good game. He tried his best. बस उसको pawn push करना था यार, easy था. वो miss कर दिया उसने. If that pawn push, queen is guarding this square and rook was guarding this square. तो mate तो नहीं था. Then I have to bring my bishop and he would have brought his bishop. Then rook joins in. Bishop takes, bishop takes. That was the way. But चलो कोई ना. दिख रहा है भाई, तुम्हारा चैट दिख रहा है. Mon, why I'm not getting a match? So this time I've seen a person like me opening with knight. First push this pawn so his knight cannot attack my light square bishop. And then queen here offering, going for bishop exchange offer. Or maybe bishop can sit here first, defending that pawn. Offering bishop exchange. I can take his bishop. Okay, his plan is to push this and this. At least I need one defense. So pawn push takes, pawn takes. So at least knight should sit there. Sorry. Knight here, then I can push this pawn. Hello, hello, Gulshan bhai. Welcome to the stream. Finally, knight bot activated. Or maybe this push and push is also a better option. वो कॉकरोच आ गए थे, कोई मैसेज ही नहीं करने दिया, रेगुलर स्पैम कर रहे थे. ओके. कि भाई वो भी ट्राई करते हैं। क्वीन हियर। Rook can't take bishop. Knight will take it. And if knight takes, bishop takes, rook takes, he can take my bishop. I can attack his rook. Maybe try some tactics after that. Knight takes, rook takes. I think rook here, defending this bishop. If knight takes, I can just give him check and take that knight back. Check and take that knight back. Now if queen takes, rook takes. Maybe I should go with the knight take. Knight take, bishop takes the pawn. No, I think rook takes. White is in better position. Yeah, I also think the same. But we need to play better. We can win this. There is no problem. My pawns are unstable. Need to think how can I take advantage with them. Maybe I need to give up this pawn because he's planning rook here. And after rook here, if I takes it, then knight here. Okay. If I just take the pawn, if he takes this, I can take the pawn. If he's going for that pawn, I can also take this pawn. Okay, sacrificing pawn. Oh, sacrificing my bishop. If pawn takes bishop, I can take his knight because there is no check with knight directly. This is going towards draw. So bishop sitting back. No, bishop needs to be here only because he can just go for this check, take my rook. So the correct move here is, can I not just take his rook or just attack his knight now? Now only if I attack his knight, he cannot go for, he can go for check. Okay, if I take his rook first, then place my knight back, or if I just place my king forward instead of placing knight here, king forward, takes my bishop, I can take his knight. Is there any other check if I place my king here? I don't think so. D7, yeah, D3. This is not looking good, but this is good. I am not in, I am in better position. Attack his knight again. And now I can just place my bishop back. His knight does not have any escape now. And I can get my pawn back. I can attack his knight. Knight goes back, bishop takes it. Pawn takes, and I can go for that pawn. Yep, come on. And if rook takes, or rook takes, I think I should not take it. Because how I will guard that pawn then? If I take his rook, if I take his rook, pawn takes, and knight does not have any good square. Maybe I think I should take his rook and pawn push. because anyways he's going back after this, and we'll take it. Okay, let's take it. Now pawn push is better option. So my knight, I should get some place for my knight. Pawn push and this push. Knight here, knight here. He's +2 now. By the way, knight is powerful. Takes this pawn, takes king takes. He'll push this pawn, king goes here. If he push, I can take it with check. I hope he just knows how the opposition works. Now king needs to move, I can take that pawn. And this is winning, maybe. Reinforcement is coming for c5. Double push, and I can push. I'm not going to push this pawn. I'll just move my king forward. I I do have opposition. King cannot go here now, and I can just take this pawn and go here. Let's see who can make the queen first. One, two, three, and queen. Let's go one on time. That's how to win on time. We made a six great moves. I think this was also a draw, but last one was also a draw. Game review check, please. Yeah, sure. Let's. Yeah, game started. We'll review both the games which were draw after this. It was winning for him actually, but he didn't saw that. So it's my one. So I think today is my day. Castling in opening 4 to 5 moves gives a clear vision to opponent. Brilliant thinking. इस गेम का गेम रिव्यू करना प्लीज. Okay. If I just take his knight, queen takes it. No, first place bishop here. And I can now take his knight. Then this bishop takes. I can take it back. Bro, पूरा पढ़ा भी नहीं. To push which side of pawn your views. पढ़ा ब्रो मैंने. पहले ही पढ़ा था. मैं समझ गया था क्या लिखा है. For now, castling is best. Play me wise cat. Because you are a pro, I am a noob. And knight goes forward for that knight. Knight cannot take, bishop needs to go back. I can take this and then this pawn for free. I'm only 2890 low. I'm seriously scared now. How long you have been playing chess? Since last 6 years, but I started taking it seriously from last 6 to 7 months. Sorry. Come on. Bishop takes pawn. I can take his queen. Or if bishop takes pawn, I'll take his bishop only. And bishop here, queen can sit here to go for that pawn. What's your FIDE rating? Do you coach? No, I do not. 2800 2890 is very high elo for you. What's your FIDE rating? Are you asking Me or are you asking Jackal? Mine is, I think, 6351 1635. Great, buddy. Are you a Magnus Carlsen who have joined the stream by mistake? He's joking. He's not really that high. Pawn push, queen takes that pawn. Knight here, queen here. He cannot go for this check. Bishop can take it. Or if knight here, for now I just need to place my queen here. If I place my queen here, his queen can take this, and I can take this pawn. Cannot take this pawn. Okay, let's wait and let's bring our another rook in game, and then I'll place queen here. Now bishop goes back. Place my rook here and another rook here. Rook here, queen here. Okay, knight takes that pawn, bishop takes it, rook takes it is also a good option. So queen will sit here now only. Then I need to make this pawn push. And he'll offer queen exchange from here. No, cannot offer exchange from here. Knight is guarding that square. What is rook a5? I don't know what that rook is doing there. Queen here. Plan is to take this pawn. I think let's take rook there. Rook to defend this pawn. Now queen here because we have sufficient piece this side which are attacking king side. So let's keep one pawn, one piece in defense. Now that's a queen here going for this pawn. Knight takes, bishop takes, rook takes, or I can also take with queen. Or rook takes, bishop takes, knight takes. That is also a good move. Nice play. Ma only play with 2500 players plus players. Okay, bro. Now I need to bring my one more piece in attack in this game. Or let's just play a waiting move. Bishop here. Plan is maybe I can move my knight. Okay, and now I think bishop goes back again. He'll place his knight back. Go for his knight. So I just got his knight or bishop. Okay, if I just take that bishop, will there be any problem? I don't think so. I can just take his bishop. There is no check also. And I can just take that pawn. Or knight takes that pawn. Yep, knight takes that pawn is the better option. And that's a mate in one. No, I'm not going to win this on time. I'm going to win this on position. Queen check is mate. Mate in two. Yes. Okay. So two ways. I think, yeah, it's still a mate in two. Check from here. Knight goes back. I'll sacrifice my queen. Sacrifice my queen. Let's go. Because that's a mate in one. It was actually mate in three. No need to sack. Okay. Sorry, game review. Let's start the game review. Sorry. Let me start that. Jai Bajaj. So the games we draw, right? You need review of that. We won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games in a row. Let's go, guys. That was the brilliant one. Let's review the last second before this. Yeah, I think this one. I think this one was not winning. But he made one blunder because of which I won. It was a draw actually. It was not even a winning for him, even not for me. I'm playing chess from 2 years. I'm 2116. Great, bro. Okay, I didn't make any blunder, but I did one miss. Let's start the review. What is the miss? Best here was to push that pawn. Explain. Knight goes back. Bishop activation. And I would have got a pawn, extra pawn. Okay, that's the way. He actually played a great moves. I keep on making mistakes. Take was a mistake. What was best here? To move my king forward. Okay. Okay. That was a great move, by the way. You can resume with the game. Now, but they are not winning anymore. This game is on, I guess. Okay, that's a miss. That's a miss. What was best for me? To push that pawn. Got it. But he made a mistake. I made a mistake. Best here was still to push that pawn. I actually brought my king to the right position. I want to get reviewed because I defeated 2100 in bullet by consecutive mates. Sure, bro. You can send me challenge. I'll review. Send me your game. I'll review that. Why will he review your game, Nano? Why not? If he made some brilliant moves, then why not? I played endgame at my great move with my great moves. Actually, everything was best. Chalo, let's see. I game. This game is I analyze for stockfish. Not that way, bro. Send me message. Send me PGN of your game. In my message, I'll review that. So let's start the another game for now. We have crossed 2250. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Come on, yaar. If you're liking this stream, I have 13 people are watching. If you're liking this stream, please hit that subscribe button. And if you have already subscribed, please hit that like button. Where to message? In my chess.com message box. Till time I am starting the another game. आप कितने बजे स्ट्रीम करते हो मुझे टाइम बता दो आई वॉच डेली आई स्ट्रीम बिटवीन 11:30 टू 3 और 2:30 ऐसा कुछ टाइम मुझे लग रहा है आज ही अपन 2300 टच कर लेंगे अगर ऐसा ही चलता रहा तो बट आई थिंक नाउ आई एम गेटिंग एग्जॉस्टेड क्योंकि ऑलरेडी 6 गेम जीत चुके हैं तो शायद अब थोड़ा लूज लूज खेलेंगे मतलब विल प्ले लाइक ड्रॉ और समथिंग लाइक दैट ओनली यहाँ अगर विनिंग खेलना है तो फिर वी नीड टू बी मोर फोकस्ड otherwise what we will do if we lose any of the game we will start blitz or we'll start playing with subscribers because now my target for today is completed. I think my target was for today was 2250. I achieved it. We can uh, focus to move on, or if any of our subscriber want to play they can also challenge. Let me see if rapid is starting. I think it's not starting anymore. We can solve puzzles, we can uh, play blitz, we can play bullet, or I can play with subscribers with you guys. Anything below 5 minutes unrated. Let me share the rules in the chat. मुझे भी सीखना है यार चेस अच्छे से सॉल्व मोर एंड मोर पजल अगर तुम्हारी रेटिंग अबव 1500 है ना तो सॉल्व मोर एंड मोर पजल एंड यू कैन इम्प्रूव इट Let's castle. I can bring my rook in game. मैं तो बिगिनर हूँ, 795 की रेटिंग लेकर बैठा हूँ, आगे ही नहीं जा रहे। क्या करूँ मैं? हाईएस्ट रेटिंग 895 है। ब्रो, डू वन थिंग, ओपनिंग्स लर्न करो। Try to prepare as many as openings you can do to improve your game. If I make a pawn push, I think I need to give up this pawn. Pawn push. If knight takes, I can take this pawn with check. If bishop takes, I can take it back with queen. If he just take that pawn, okay. If he took with knight, I can just take it back with knight. Now his bishop is hanging. So if he moves his queen back, king back, I can take his bishop. Okay, let's bring rook also. And I can just give him check and bring my bishop here. Or just activate my bishop. Now knight goes here. Rook takes, no problem. I have opened it up already. Send you a message. Sure, I'll review your game, bro, after this. He's offering queen exchange. Knight here, bishop here. Give him check. King goes in. Take his bishop. Queen takes, queen takes. No, nothing is happening. Knight here is wrong. Knight here. Bishop can pin. I can play bishop here, but okay. Knight here. I can go for check. King goes in. And I need to place my queen back. So no, that's not the right move. Or if I just take his rook now, yeah, if I just take his rook, if I take his rook, queen takes it, then I can place this here. If bishop takes it, then I can play knight. If I play knight here, the same plan continues. Ah, hello, Mash. Fast. Welcome to the stream. Knight to f5 is wrong. Yes, correct, correct, correct. Good evening. Knight to f5 is wrong. Q f5 still b6. Yeah, exactly. Okay, rook takes, bishop takes. I can play knight, bishop here. Another rook here. If he takes my knight, no, that's not working. Here and check. Okay, knight here, bishop here, check from here. I think that's working. How? Let me show you. Uh, okay, if I take his rook, if bishop takes, knight here, bishop here, I can give him check. If king moves in, check again. and I can place my queen here and go for that pawn. It's a long planning. It's a long planning actually. Rook takes rook. Bishop takes knight here. Bishop pinning queen and knight. Knight can go for check. If king here, I can place my queen back. So if he takes my knight, I can take his bishop. If not, then if his king moves in, my knight can go for check again. King has king needs to come out and cannot place my queen here because he can just push that pawn. No, that's working. Yeah, that's working. Yeah, rook takes e8. It's working. Mukesh lost three match back to back. Chennai Championship. Yeah, I saw that lost against Arjun Irigasi, and now knight here. Mukesh became a drama these days. So why we didn't thought of this move? So it's just a knight back again, and he takes my queen. I have to take it back with pawn. Come on, yeah. Nothing worked. Attack his bishop. I can take that pawn too. Okay. Knight goes here. Knight goes here. I can take his bishop. Whoa. This is losing. Let's try. I just calculated one perspective. Didn't saw that bishop here was also possible. Yep. Check. I can take that pawn, and if he takes my knight, I can take his bishop. He is +2, but both of his pawns are of no use. If he takes knight, both of his pawns are of no use. I do not have any prediction on that. Now I can take all the three pawns. Bishop is guarding squares. This square I need to guard because rook comes here, rook comes here. Okay, check. I can take that pawn. Check again. King goes forward. I can go for that pawn. Check him. Sit back and relax. Go here. No, just need to place my rook here. So his rook cannot come here. Pawn push, check. G4, and that will be GG. G4 and mate in one. Check. King has only one option. I can take this pawn now. He can't take it. That's pinned. Now, if I take it, that's a winning. Take with rook. And I hope everyone can see it. We won the lost game. Let's go, guys. Let's go. That's how we win the lose games. If I review this, I think I have made many blunders, but still I won this. Thanks, Nano Robot. I made one blunder, and that was knight here because I didn't notice that bishop here was also possible. I was just calculating everything on basis of bishop here. And I missed this pawn also. I should have waited here also. Like if I just not take that pawn, king cannot take it, bishop cannot take it. So let's just wait. Best was to push another pawn. Yes. See, I told you. Explain. Check again. King goes back and take that pawn with check. And rook. back, check, and that's a push and push with queen. Chalo, let's move on to another game. Okay, I got a message from Nano Robot that I need to review his game. Let's review Nano Robot's game. Uh, okay, analysis. Where is the analysis tab? Here we have the analysis tab. That's the PGN. Okay. Review. So your accuracy was 62%, but you made one blunder and you played like 1450, and opponent played like 1400, and his accuracy was 54%. That's a blunder because he can just push this pawn, and after that he can push this pawn. But he missed that. Okay, you missed it. Are you seriously playing against 2119? I don't believe. Why you didn't just push this pawn and this pawn after that? Okay, now you did it. Okay, great. You missed a fork. Okay, great moves. This game is very weird. I don't think that opponent is 2119. Why did the 2100 rated player like that, like a 1400? I don't think. I think that I go you. He's a new player, might be. No, last online one day. He has joined in year 2021, and how many games he have played? I think what he is doing, he's not playing more matches in Rapid. That's why it's very new rating for him. Maybe he was playing with his left hand. Okay, anyways, chalo. Let's start with the another Rapid. I think screen share has stopped. Let me reshare that. Okay, we can start with the another Rapid now. Not a bad day. We won, bro. Masters Pass. We won the last game. I hope you have saw that or not. Okay, night activation. Just give me a minute. I'll be back in half minute. I was outside. I left my phone on the table. Yeah, I won the last game. You should have. You must have seen that. Now I wish. Now watched the session. Okay. I'll be back in half a minute. Give me a glass with cold water, please. I'll serve something else. So close Sicilian defense. Playing little bit different opening this time, or four with same opening. Uh, Knight here. Although I don't know what's that doing, but let's give a try. Defending that pawn, and let's make a place for knight to come back. I can imagine. Bishop exchange. Going for castle. I can take this free pawn also. Pawn push, pawn push, pawn takes, and I can take this free pawn and pawn push. Yeah, pawn push, pawn takes. Maybe I can take this pawn now, attacking his bishop. If he takes, okay, he didn't took that. Maybe I can take it. What about double push? If I just take that, he can take my bishop. I am fine with that. I do not have any problem. Take my bishop. I can take it with knight, and knight will sit on c4. Uh, okay, that's a fork he gave me. Queen here. Let him take that. I'll not take it. I'll first place my knight here, defending that pawn because his knight does not have any square to go back. I can take his knight back anytime. He can take this pawn. King takes it, and king can sit back. Another knight here. If bishop takes knight, knight takes it back. Isn't it weakening the king? Not really. Pawn push, give him check, king takes. Pawn push, give him check, knight takes. Take his knight. Or just place my knight back here. Yep, that's a better move. If bishop takes knight, I can take it back. And if queen takes pawn, I can take his knight. Although I can just go for this check also. If queen takes pawn, I can take this pawn with check. Okay. Now that's called as weakening. Knight goes back. Okay, takes that. And bishop take it. Takes this pawn. Take his knight. Knight still does not have any place to go back. But now knight can take that pawn. I need to take his knight now. Queen takes pawn. Uh, अरे यार, that was a misclick. अरे यार, that was a misclick. Now I need to think how we can take advantage of that. He's +4 now, seriously. How in the world your queen arrived on G1 and G2? That was a misclick. I was placing my mouse on GE3. I suddenly misclicked, like it slides and placed on G1. Unnecessary move. Okay, so now the next plan is knight goes here, pawn push, check him, or check from here. I was joking. If you push this pawn, if I take this, if I take this, king takes check. Okay, let's calculate. Okay, although we are losing only, so let's see if we can try to win it. Check. Okay, take this pawn. King takes it. Knight check. If king goes, if king goes here, no, not working. I think rook goes here. Rook f3. Rook f3. You can just push this pawn. Indeed, nothing is working. You can give check and take my. What I am doing? Why am I playing so fast? Started stream earlier only. You joined little late. Until now, I won 7 games in a row. 7 games in a row. Yes. I'll show it to you after this. Okay, take this with check. King goes back. No, that's a resign. I can't win this. I'm unnecessary playing this game. Let me show it to you, okay? Jay Bajaj games all overview. Overview. See more. Yeah, what's that? Come on. Games. Yes. Okay, lost this one only. Before this, one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So this one I started first. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 game in a row. That's how we reached 22. What's our current rating? 2253. So I think that's it. I won 7 games. Now I am happy. Let's play some Blitz now. Or let's play with subscribers. So you trained to become a CM. Yes, I did. I need to win 9 in row to become a GM. Come on, come on, come on. I would have won that. I don't know. Unnecessary. I was playing so fast. Yes, minded has sent one game to us. Let's review this. I think 20 in row can make you GM. Okay, so I need to play with lowest player subscribers. Then it's not the right file. I cannot review this. Sorry for that. Chalo, let's try some blitz today because that's it for my target is completed for today. My target was 2250. I achieved it. I'm fine with it. We can achieve 2300 tomorrow. We'll play blitz now. 20 in a row to become a GM. Okay, let's try. Come on, man. This a blitz. Why is thinking so much? If you guys like the stream, please hit that like button. And if you have not subscribed, please make sure you subscribe the stream. Subscribe this channel to support the stream. What is he going to think till the end? Like he already wasted 1 minute in blitz. What he's doing? Hello, hello, Karan Agarwal. Welcome to the stream. I'll make a shower. Okay, okay. Come back soon. I think he slept like Carson spontaneously. Yeah. Auto resigning. 5 4 3 2 1. He started game and slept. Yeah, feeder rating. Yes, I do. It's 1635. I played 4 tournaments till now. I think now it's improved to 1650. He can still take this pawn. How these 5 7 year old players are playing so well. He is way better than 1700. That's for sure. Pawn takes, knight takes. Or I can just take his pawn after this. He's 1989. The opponent you're talking about. Make a pawn push. He takes my knight. I can take his knight. He takes my bishop. I can still take that pawn. Yes. Attacking rook. Let's go. This is winning. Pawn push. And if he takes, I can take it back. King sits on h2. Attacking rook. Takes that pawn. Attacking rook again. Pawn push. Pawn is defended. Let's go. If they are trained 6 hours per day, at least with an IM, for sure they can become a GM in 6 to 8 years. Usually, kids are learning intuitively much better than adults, so they can achieve high goals much easier. Yeah, you are right, Marshall. Pass. Lol, what games? He was just trying to be faster. Playing against 2133 now. Sure, sure, election. Annihilator. जा रहे हो गुलशन भाई? यस यार, तुम थोड़ा जल्दी किया करो. ओके भाई, कल से थोड़ा और जल्दी. नींद आ रही है. Learn the center squares d4, e5 and e4, d5. He castles, I'll castle. He'll take that pawn. Okay, don't want to take that pawn. And bishop goes here, pinning his rook. He'll play bishop here. I can just take that pawn. Knight goes here, knight goes here. Yeah, knight goes here, knight goes here. And learn the key square of pieces like nc3 and f3. Yeah, nc3 and f3. Bishop to c4, bishop to f4, rook to e1, and for black. Okay. And f6 and c6, bishop to c5, bishop to f5, rook e8, rook e1. Pawns are earliest, they only go further. The most hardest is the perception of the squares of queen. Black side learning is very hard. Fields the square and you will learn the most easiest way then. Any YouTube channel teaching good chess? That's very deep discussion going on. Was this wonderful guy? Thank you for that. He plays like a CM. Oh my god, thank you, bro. Now knight here, knight takes, knight takes. That's a fork. That's a fork attack on queen take his rook. And if rook takes, I do have open file. Pawn push is not possible. Knight will take it. Okay, offering him queen exchange. No, maybe knight here is the better option. Defending that pawn. And I can go pawn push after this. No. Rook to c4, attacking bishop. Also, now I need to open back rank. Bishop here, it's a pawn push. Okay, so free bishop, not a free bishop. But I need to take this bishop. And if he takes knight, I can take that pawn. And if he goes for check, no, if he takes knight, I again need to play rook here. Otherwise, that's a check he can give. If I just take that pawn, he can go for this check and take my rook. I think this pawn push, opening back rank, at the same time defending my rook. If pawn push, I'll place my rook on d file. Okay. Now I need to play my rook here. Cannot go for that pawn because if he after he push, he can give check and make queen. Now he cannot push also, so I can have that pawn with rook. Come on, yeah, that's a great moves by him. He can take this. I need to take this pawn with rook. Now he's plus two, still plus two. That's the only way. There is no way I can win this. Time is still same. There is increment. Now that's a draw. Let's go. That's a draw. I would every time with white lol. Still win, resign or now it's a draw, now it's a draw. Okay, the scramble. Sorry, I was not able to read your messages. I was in very critical game. was down by 2 pawns, still got a draw. You managed it well in the last move. Knight here, I can take another pawn. Knight here. Bishop takes, queen takes. Attacking queen. Bishop here. If rook takes it, I'll first take this check. Then I think this check. And simply bishop here. Yeah, ec3. Rook to e3. Okay, check. King goes here. Or maybe I think I should first play queen here. Let's castle. We are winning anyways. And bishop to a5. Bishop to a5, but now it's not. Okay, queen here. Now bishop to a5 check and mate in one. He saw that. Still, I can go for check. Bishop to a5 force check. And let's go. That's a mate in one. GG. He made a brilliant move. But I think if he would have moved his king, he should have saved it. He could just rook to e8. Yeah, and he could go rook to f7. After which move you're talking about this? Rook to f7. I think this move was wrong. In my language, king has a notation of R from R E G E. Okay, king has a notation of R from R E G E. Okay. He has great center now. Very great. Brilliant center. Now threat is he can just take this if I have to take it back, and he can just push this pawn and my knight is gone. But he didn't saw that. Pawn push, go for check. It's not working. Pawn push, pawn takes, bishop takes, knight takes, take his queen with check, and bishop goes for check. So that will be a pawn lost, but no problem in that. Now there is a problem. Knight goes here is a threat. He can just win piece after that. Now he cannot win piece. If he castles, I can just give him check. Bishop here, so he cannot go for castle now. And attack is rook. Attack is knight. No, knight takes. उसने भी ब्लंडर किया. इससे अच्छा तो एक्सचेंज ही देना था. इससे अच्छा तो उसने भी ब्लंडर किया. वही. दिस इज ऑल्सो लॉस्ट. दिस इज लॉस्ट ऑल्सो. अगर मैं एक्सचेंज देता तो मुझे पीस अब देना पड़ता उसके बाद, क्योंकि आफ्टर बिशप चेक ही कैन टेक माय रुक and there will be a problem. I won't give up that exchange. Knight here for bishop exchange, it is fine because I can go for check maybe. Although I cannot take that pawn, but bishop threat will be there. That's how you can blunder. I can now just attack his rook. If he takes that pawn, I can take this pawn. Because I cannot defend my bishop anymore. Bishop is not going anywhere. रुक तो लेते नाइट से. Can take that pawn. If he takes my knight, I can give him check and take his rook. Now I can do that. Okay, that's a mate in one. Why I didn't saw that यार. Opponent बहुत ब्लंडर कर रहा है. मैंने उससे ज्यादा ब्लंडर कर दिए हैं. चलो भाई, any of our subscriber want to play, they can send challenge. ठीक है. मुस्कान send a challenge. Unrated. यस राइट। सही बोल रहे हो। गुड गेम, गुड गेम, वेल प्लेड। रिजाइन। वन मोर। ओके। चलो भाई, who's next? आ जाओ। थैंक्स, थैंक्स। गुड गेम, गुड गेम मुस्कान। चलो वन लास्ट बेस्ट ऑफ थ्री। That was a beautiful game. She is competitive. Okay, that's it. That's it. That's it. That's best of three. I won. You are really competitive. I need to use my energy to win against you. Good game, by the way. Chalo. Mohan is here now. This guy is also a great player. Is she your sister, Mohan? यादव यार सोने गया था नींद खुल गई आवाज से किसकी आवाज से आई थिंक शी इज योर सिस्टर बिकॉज यू गाइज आर प्लेइंग सेम मेरे घर के और प्रोटेस्ट चल रहा है अच्छा ओके किस चीज का अगेंस्ट दैट फुनसुक मांगड़ू वाली चीज कितना शोर यार कैसे बताऊं क्या टाइम पर भर स्पीकर बज रहे हैं play with me after this bro sure bro you can challenge me after this White won on time. Okay. Lucky. That's it. I took that game completely in my favor. That was a misclick by him. That's why. That's it, bro. Best of three. I won again. Chalo. Who's next? Anyone else want to play? I saw Indian clips want to play. Come on, bro. You can send challenge. नी पेपर लीक के लिए ओके हाँ हाँ राइट 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 वही फुनसुक वांगड़ू पे तो यही कर रहा है ना नीट पेपर लीक के लिए चलो गाइस थैंक्स फॉर सब्सक्राइबिंग इंडियन क्लिप्स यू देयर ब्रो वांट टू प्ले चलो लेट्स प्ले लास्ट रैपिड एंड वी विल रैप अप टुडे स्ट्रीम लास्ट रैपिड check I can take his rook silent pawn push got silent now it's our game Someone wants to make me jealous. Who said you're too nice? No, bro, you are too nice. Not me. अगेन 2300 नियर लग रहा है। आज का टारगेट तो गुलशन भाई मेरा कंप्लीट हो गया है। मैंने 2350 बोला था, 2353 हो गया। ये लास्ट गेम मतलब खेल रहा हूँ मैं, जस्ट फॉर फन। लेट्स सी हाउ इट गोस। Nah, you are the nicest streamer. Then I'm watching this night. Thanks for that. Also the only one. Thank you so much for that. Can take that free pawn. Knight moves in. Uh, take take that pawn with check. Or rook takes. Rook takes. Knight will take. So knight take with pawn is right move. Okay. Block him. Block his knight. Attack his knight and block his queen. Knight takes f2. Yes. Looks good. Also the only one. Rook takes e1. Okay, so that's a check again. I can take his rook. E2. Knight to f4. Yes. Brilliant, brilliant. And rook to f1. Yep, that's the correct move, I think. Bring my another rook in game. Arey yaar, I missed a move. I should have taken his knight. Huh. Rook f3, rf3 now. Rf3, knight takes, and another knight takes. What do you think? Okay, rook to f3, rook to f3, knight takes. But what if we just take with queen? Knight can't take. Why knight can't take? Why knight can take? Rook to f3, knight takes, pawn takes with check. Yes. But queen takes that pawn. What I can do after that? Are we not defending that pawn? Rook f1, f3, rook to f1, rook to f3. Then simply go for endgame. Okay, chalo. As you say. Queen takes. Rook here going for that pawn. Give him check. Take that pawn. Or maybe, see if he takes this pawn, I do have this check. Rook take his force, and then I can take his queen. You will get the pawn back. A2. I think this tactics looks good. If he takes that pawn, rook gives check to king, and if he takes, I can take his queen. If he does not take, I can still take his queen. Maybe king to h1, not forced. Yeah, that is king to h1. Then pawn takes is the move or not? No. Then I think king to h1. Uh, I can take his queen and then I can take a1, a2 pawn after that. That works. Can I continue with the pawn push? Pawn push. Does he have any plan? Pawn push. Knight take is not. Knight takes. I can take his queen. So yeah, pawn push. C c4. If rook takes, then check against both the queen and check. Queen take check and pin his rook, or simply take all the pawns which are available. We'll take with checks. Check, take this pawn. Don't pin capture pawn. Yeah. Free knight. Let's go. Resign. That's all for today. Not an easy endgame. We made a brilliant move. What was that? Which move was a brilliant move? Come on, show me. Yeah. Why it's not reviewing? That game was, I think, far from this world. That's why it is not able to review that game. Thank you, Tala Big. Welcome to the stream, by the way. Okay, so it's not reviewing. That's all for today then. I hope you enjoyed the game. If you did, please hit that like button and please subscribe this channel if you have not already subscribed. And that's it, guys. Thank you. Take care. Bye bye. Good night and have a good dreams. Tada.